All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the invisible engine that really powers the ads you see online. It's this incredible system running behind the scenes on pretty much every website you visit, and it's all driven by some seriously powerful AI. Let's dive in. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You look at a pair of sneakers on one website, and then suddenly for the next week, they're popping up everywhere. Your social media, news articles, everywhere. It feels kind of like magic, or maybe a little bit creepy, but it's not. It's just technology moving at an unbelievable speed. And get this, that decision, which ad you see, right there in that exact moment, is made faster than you can even blink. In just a tiny fraction of a second, a whole auction happens just for your attention. A winner is picked, and boom, the ad is on your screen, all in just a few milliseconds. Now, to really get why that kind of speed is so essential, you just have to think about the insane scale of the internet. We're talking billions of users, millions of websites, and tons of advertisers all trying to connect at the same time. A person trying to manage all that, it would be like trying to direct rush hour traffic for an entire city on foot. It's not going to happen. So, faced with this totally impossible maze, the ad industry cooked up a brilliant solution, a way to cut through all that chaos with incredible speed and accuracy. And that solution is called automated bidding. And you can see right here, the difference is just night and day. On one side, you have the old way of doing things, manual bidding. It's slow, it's super limited, and it completely depends on a person making every single choice. And on the other side, you have automated bidding, which is lightning fast, can scale to infinity, and it's all powered by machine learning. So what is it, really? Well, to put it simply, advertisers just set their goals, who they want to reach, what they want to achieve, and then these powerful algorithms do all the heavy lifting for them, automatically placing bids on ad space. A really great way to picture this is to think of a stock auction, but for ad space, and it's happening at light speed. Every single time you load a web page, that little empty ad slot goes up for auction. Instantly, dozens, maybe hundreds of advertisers place a bid. The winner gets to show you their ad. It's like a stock exchange that runs billions of times a day. So why did this technology completely take over the whole industry? Well, it's because the advantages are absolute game changers. Let's walk through the 4 biggest reasons this is now the standard way of doing things. But before we break down the specifics, the core idea is this. The system is always learning from what's happening right now, what people are clicking, what's trending, which ads are actually working, all to make sure advertisers get the absolute most bang for their buck. It really boils down to 4 huge wins. First, you've got workflow efficiency. Marketers can actually focus on big picture strategy instead of tiny manual adjustments. Second is scalability. This system can handle massive campaigns and mountains of data, no problem. Third is real-time agility. It can react instantly if a competitor makes a move or if user behavior suddenly changes. And finally, precision targeting. The machine learning is so good, it can find the exact super niche audiences that advertisers are looking for. Okay, so we know what it is and why it's so powerful. Now let's just take a quick peek under the hood at how it all works. And don't worry, we're not going to get lost in the weeds of the code or anything, just the main ideas you need to know. This whole process is part of a bigger thing called programmatic advertising, which is just a fancy term for being automated. The best way to think about it is like a high-tech matchmaker. You've got advertisers on one side, and on the other, you have publishers, like news sites or blogs, with ad space to sell. This technology is the bridge that connects them in an instant. So the advertisers, they use a tool called a demand-side platform, or DSP. This is basically their command center. They plug in their campaign goals, their budget, who they want to target, and the DSP goes out and finds the right spots and places the bids for them. Meanwhile, on the other side, the publishers, the websites with the ad space, they use something called a supply-side platform, or SSP. This tool's job is to manage all their available ad inventory and sell it to the highest bidder to make the most money possible. It's like their sales agent. And here's where it all comes together. The DSPs, representing the buyers, and the SSPs, representing the sellers, all meet up in a digital marketplace. And in that millisecond we talked about earlier, the auction happens. The winning bid gets the spot, and their ad instantly appears on your screen. It's just an incredibly efficient system. So this is all really fascinating tech, for sure. But why does it actually matter to you? Beyond just explaining why those sneakers are following you around. What's the bigger picture here? This quote really just hits the nail on the head. By using machine learning, this technology has totally streamlined what used to be a really messy, chaotic process. It brings order, incredible scale, and real intelligence to the entire digital ad world. So really, the big takeaway is this. This isn't just about ads. Automated bidding is one of the clearest, most active examples of AI shaping our daily lives right now. It's this invisible force making billions of decisions every single day that influence what we see, what we discover, and what we end up buying online. And all of this leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. This technology is only getting smarter, more powerful, and more predictive. And as these algorithms keep evolving, it raises a pretty fascinating question about our whole digital experience. Who or what is really in control?